Welcome back, Team IBB. It's IBB Gary, and we are here again for the part 3 of the hashtag IBB Top 3 Trilogy with our friend and awesome guest, Mike Bernot, General Manager of Corks and General Manager of all of our hearts, right? So, Mike, please share something fun that's coming up with Corks or like, events or, things that we could do with Corks.
Oh, man. Well, so on a professional level, if you're a part of any business networking group, we do have a beautiful side space at Corks that we use for private events. Anything from bridal showers to rehearsal dinners to baby showers to birthday parties to networking events to any type of maybe smaller group presentations that you might want to host. It's available every day of the week. We're closed to the public on Sunday, but open for private events.
Open for you.
Yeah, open for you.
That's
awesome. You can email me at corks.mike@gmail.com if you're interested in any information on that, or just call up to Corks.
Corks.mike@gmail.com.
That's the one.
All right.
In addition to that, too, as mentioned in one of our previous videos, my lovely wife Heather has her own home bakery called Heatherific Sweets. She provides my desserts to the bar, my weekly cupcake specials, but she also specializes in other desserts, larger cakes, things like that. So you can check her out online on Instagram at Heatherific Sweets, Facebook Heatherific Sweets, Twitter Heatherific Sweets, heatherificsweets.com.
She does do a magnificent job, and like I've said in previous videos, we have done a lot of orders, and every single one of them knocked them out of the park. So thank you so much, Heather. Thank you so much, Mike.
Well, she's Heatherific, man.
She's
I can't take any
Heatherific,
credit for that,
So, all right, without further ado, Team IBB, we have the part 3 of the IBB Top 3 Trilogy. This is Mike's third key to success.
Educate yourself.
Educate yourself.
Very generic, very general, but if we boil it down to some different parts, I mean, there's different realms of education. There's obviously a formal track. Mm-hmm. You can get certified, you can get certifications, build your credentials.
Absolutely.
Put some letters after your name. Whatever it takes. I think that's a very important way to do things. Learn from people who are always, a step ahead of you.
Correct.
It's a part of accepting that you aren't the best at what you're doing, and if you are the best, God bless you, but I don't think most people really are. There's always somebody better.
Correct.
There's always somebody to learn from. So there's that facet of it. The second facet too is educating yourself on a personal level. If you have a business such as Corks Wine Bar where you're selling wine, educate yourself on the product, educate yourself on what's available, educate yourself on trends. There's a lot to learn, and things are always in flux and they're always changing, and stagnant water starts to smell. So keep it flowing.
That's just it. I love that. Everything is constantly changing everywhere around us. So it's important to understand that we always have to be adjustable to everything that gets thrown at us, and everything that just like happens in the world, in our local communities, in the industry that you're in. Things are always changing, and you have to be able to adjust. So educating yourself, I love that. I love that.
If you're a finance guy, regulations change. You got to stay up to date on those.
Mm-hmm.
In our industry, if you have a kitchen, health standards will change from time to time.
Correct.
You have to be aware. So that,
All right.
you
you gotta know.
Yeah.
You just gotta stay clean.
Don't want
and up
anybody
to
having
code.
a bad time at your place.
If you're an architect, you gotta know buildings gotta stay up to code, right? Makes sense. So another thing I wanted to add to it, and you're probably about to talk about it because we talked about it quite a few times, is self-education. Not only in your industry and your career, but just like right inside here with self-improvement books. You can educate yourself. We talked about Bruce Lee's book.
Striking Thoughts.
Striking Thoughts.
Highly recommend.
How Chop Wood, Carry Water. I was telling you about that was an incredible one. Essentialism.
Yeah, this is one I'm reading right now.
Yeah.
Essentialism. I think the author's name is Todd McKeown. Todd McKeown, I believe. Essentialism, the disciplined pursuit of less. That's the title of the book. Great book. Highly recommend it. Especially going back to part 2, learning how to say no. There's a lot of education in there for personal growth on the right way to say no and set boundaries for yourself.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And you know, for instance, for me, I'm always in my vehicle, so I always do the audiobooks. I try to always learn, you know, while I can. So if I'm not on the telephone, I'm listening to an audiobook just through that's when I have the most time to do it. So it works for me, and I learn a lot, you know, from people's stories, from people's experiences. I'm always educating myself to try to get just a little bit better, just a little bit.
And there's a lot of resources out there too,
So
regardless of the media that you prefer to consume.
Correct.
You know, if you read, I love reading. I think reading's great. I'm not the fastest reader, so if I can get a documentary version of it,
Yes.
it's a little bit easier. And there's so many free resources available now, and people are, you know, taking such niche approaches to entertainment and things that there's, you know, documentaries on self-improvement and things of those nature. But even within your own industry too, there's 1,000 wine documentaries out now as well.
Correct.
It's really cool because you can learn about, say, Burgundy, France as a region, and you know why their wines are so nice or why they take on the character they do, and that's all part of the growth and expertise that you can exhibit and share with others. And the more that you know, the more you can share with others, and the more successful you can really become.
Yeah, no, I love it, man. Just you say it's a generic one, but it's one that proves time after time that it will always work. So it's
Maybe umbrella term's a better way to put it. It's
umbrella's good, but it's timeless. It is timeless. So thank you so much. If you guys have not been to Corks, you need to get there. They're doing some incredible stuff. Check it out. May 5th, Cinco de Mayo, they got a great event coming out. A couple other things going on in May as well. Every Tuesday, the second Tuesday of the month?
Second Tuesday of the month,
Second
wine
Tuesday.
tastings.
Wine tastings. You might even
Third
see
Tuesday.
IBB Gary, IBB Amanda, paint night.
Paint night, third Tuesday.
Third Tuesday.
It's like clockwork.
You got to get there. Tuesdays, Corks, all the days of the week, Corks.
Right
Gotta
on Erie
get
Street,
there.
man. Right on the main drag on Erie Street there, between Michael Stefan and W. Brown Jewelers. Come in and see us in the U.S. Bank building. We're there all the time, open at 4 daily, 6 on Mondays, closed on Sundays, but you know,
Open for you, private events.
might be open for you.
So thank you so much, Mike. I really appreciate it. So
to be here.
until next time,
Stay burn proof.
yes.